Here's another little cheeky update for you. Good evening and welcome back to the West Ham Network. My name is Anton and I'm bringing you a little bit of West Ham news. Now, we've got Brentford coming up on Monday evening, which could be a very important game for the future of West Ham. Now, I don't believe we're in any danger of getting relegated. We are 6 points from dropping into the lower half and being 12th or 13th in the league, but 6 points from the top six again. So the season can be saved. It's kind of all up in the air. And the one person we've been missing over the last few months has been the man, Lucas Paqueta. Now, the situation with him is we haven't seen him since West Ham played Bristol City in the FA Cup in early January when he set up Jared Bowen to take the lead in that game. He came off, obviously, injured in that game, and that would be his last act in a West Ham shirt for over 6 weeks. And it feels like since then, really, West Ham have absolutely fallen off of a cliff when it comes to the Paquetá situation. But what we do understand is Paquetá is at Rush Green training. We do and are aware that he is at Rush Green training back with the squad. But the under pressure David Moyes has been coy over whether or not he will return to the team. Now, he is also under the FA investigation over alleged involvement in illegal betting, which does and still is hanging over his head. And the rumours are still consistently being there, all about Man City being ready to pounce in the summer should they make a move for him to bring him to the Etihad. But the situation with him is that West Ham were hoping with an outside chance that he would be available for the Brentford game, but it's looking closely like he will not be available for the Brentford game on Monday evening, which some people are saying, could be trying to be bouncing back from disasters that have been the last couple of months. And we all know that Paquetá is so important for that West Ham progression. Now, we are playing on Monday, which gives him another couple of days, but we are led to believe that he should be back and available in time for the game against Everton on March the 2nd. But, the simple thing with Paquetá is what we can't do is rush him back. We simply cannot rush him back. We were told over several weeks ago that it would be potentially 2 to 3 months missing. That was chopped and changed. The player spoke out on social media himself, but we are hearing now that it's closer to another couple of weeks. But again, like I said, we cannot be forced into a situation where we play him against Brentford and lose him again for several months because he is such an important player for us. In actual fact, listen, I knew how good Paquetá was, but I didn't realize how much West Ham heavily relied on him in our attack and in our defense. He seems to be the player that makes West Ham tick. So to not have him for the Brentford game would be a massive blow. But if we can see the long, sustainable game regarding not rushing him back, not doing the West Ham of old and rushing him back, then that would pay dividends to West Ham because we would then have that trio, the golden trio, up top of Bowen, Paquetá and Kudus. We need them back fighting for West Ham to try and push us up the league and kind of stop this little bit of a rot that's setting in at the club right now. So it's just a brief one. We're led to believe Paquetá will be missing for the Brentford game. But something I will always say to you is, no matter the news that does come out from the club, sometimes things do surprise you. And sometimes they do smoke without mirrors or smoke and mirrors for the West Ham fans and for the mainstream media, etc., etc. The one thing I'll take from this is don't be a fool to the situation that if he is not ready, do not rush him back because he obviously and clearly wasn't ready against Bristol City. Give him the time. Give him the opportunity to heal. let him heal 100%, because a missing Paqueta, an unfit Paqueta, is not good for West Ham's season. It certainly is not. Now, tonight, join Jamie for the wrap-up show where he'll be discussing all things, of course, David Moyes and leaders on and off the park. Get involved at 9 p.m. And straight after that, you'll be going live with the old school Hammers, wishing our good old friend Kieran a happy birthday as well. So make sure you do tune in for them. I think they're starting 10:30, 11 o'clock. So you've got lots of West Ham content coming your way. Take it easy, and of course, come on, you Irons.